As soon as the little girl began to cry, misfortune would immediately descend upon the entire family. This was because from the moment of her birth, a master had predicted that she would bring immense good fortune to her clan. In her previous life, the little girl had used her own luck to help her parents become the richest people in the country, turn her eldest brother into a business magnate, the second into a prodigy doctor, and the third into a superstar singer. Only the adopted daughter, who had no blood relation to her, could not benefit from this luck. Worse still, she was born with innate misfortune. After failing the university entrance exam, she fell seriously ill, was left partially paralyzed upon recovery, and was even hit by a car. Yet the adopted daughter said that she had never truly been part of this family, and that it was perfectly normal for the little girl not to help her. Gradually, however, everyone turned against the little girl, claiming that she was jealous of the adopted daughter and deliberately drawing all the misfortune onto her. In the end, they even drove her out of the house. When she opened her eyes again, the girl was reborn with all her luck intact, on the very day of her first birthday. This time, she decided she would no longer grant her family even the slightest bit of good fortune. Her greedy father asked whether she was willing to sign a new project. The little girl remained completely cold, and in the next instant performed a shocking action. Everyone was left dumbfounded. The adopted daughter pretended to be worried, claiming that the little girl was really causing chaos. The mother, however, found it strange. The master had clearly said the child brought good luck, so why would she deliberately ruin everything? The adopted daughter immediately intervened, saying that the little girl must have a fake lucky constitution, because a few days earlier, while taking care of her, she had even been bitten. The eldest brother added that since the little girl's birth, she cried nonstop. The father became even more confused and was about to question her, but the mother stopped him, reminding him that the company had successfully gone public right after the child's birth. Perhaps her behavior was meant to stop him from signing that contract. The father therefore decided not to sign the project in order to verify whether the girl was telling the truth. As for the three brothers, they behaved as if this sister did not exist. In the previous life, they had all revolved around the adopted daughter, and the whole family already doted excessively on her. After the little girl's birth, the three brothers remained indifferent toward her. She had always believed that by giving them good fortune, she would gain their love. Because she could not give luck to the adopted daughter, she had ultimately been driven out of the house. This thought ignited a desire for revenge in the little girl, and she began to cry. Annoyed by her noise, the brothers wanted to throw her out, but the father arrived in time to stop them, stating that she was not a bringer of misfortune. Indeed, the investor from the previous project had just run away with the money. Fortunately, they had not cooperated with him. From then on, the father became convinced that the little girl truly brought good luck. He even gave her a precious family heirloom. But the little girl knew that all of this was merely a coincidence. The eldest brother then reproached the father for favoritism, claiming that the adopted daughter was their real sister. The father hurried to reassure the adopted daughter, saying that she would always be the little princess of the family. The adopted daughter was extremely pleased. From that moment on, every time the family asked the little girl to give good fortune to the adopted daughter, she would start crying, and over the following month the entire family would fall into misfortune. The father sprained his ankle stepping down a stair, the mother was stung by a bee while sunbathing, the eldest brother was defeated by his competitors, the second fell in the underground parking lot, and the third, believing he had met a talent scout, was scammed out of 20 million euros. As misfortunes piled up, everyone finally concluded that the little girl might hate the adopted daughter, because every time she was asked to grant her luck, she cried. The adopted daughter immediately pretended to be pitiful, declaring, "So as not to drag you into my troubles, I'd better leave." Everyone said it wasn't her fault, even going so far as to accuse the little girl. The father urgently summoned the master to explain the source of this series of misfortunes. But as soon as he arrived, the master concluded that it had nothing to do with the little girl. He declared that the true source of the family's curse was the adopted daughter. If the little girl were forced to transfer her luck to her, the entire family would suffer a terrible backlash. Before leaving, the master warned them never to make the child cry again, or they would face divine punishment. Thus, to avoid disaster, the father ordered everyone never to make her cry. From that day on, however, the adopted daughter developed a deep hatred toward the little girl and secretly sought every way to mistreat her. One day, as the nanny was about to feed her milk, the adopted daughter chased her away, poured the milk into the trash in front of the child's eyes, and when she saw her cry, immediately covered her mouth. Misfortune still struck. The eldest brother fell down the stairs. The mother burned herself in the kitchen. The father had a car accident, and the second and third brothers ended up in the hospital after being beaten at school. Furious, the father demanded to know who had made her cry. The nanny replied that only the adopted daughter had been in contact with her that day. The father snapped angrily. "How many times do I have to tell you? Stay away from her. If I catch you one more time, you're out of this house." The adopted daughter was deeply humiliated. 5 years passed like this. The parents' company remained stagnant, the three brothers stayed mediocre, and the adopted daughter also failed the university entrance exam. She was convinced that all of this was because the little girl had refused to give her luck. The eldest brother tried to comfort her and promised revenge. That night, under cover of darkness, they threw the little girl out in front of the house. No matter how much she cried or begged them not to abandon her, they ignored her. He told her that he would only take her back once she agreed to give her luck to the adopted daughter. Before leaving, he added that the parents were holding a lavish birthday party for the adopted daughter that very night. What they forgot, however, was one thing. The little girl possessed her own luck. At once, she made a wish, using all the luck she had never given to her family for herself. When she reached the end of the street, a luxury car stopped in front of her. The person who stepped out was none other than the richest woman in the world, the very person the little girl had just summoned with her luck.